why didn't they do this 2.5 years ago if they were going to do it? I mean, they've been promising these ladies that they're going to settle. The disappointing thing is that USA Gymnastics, from the beginning of this case, has lied about everything they've done. The first press release they put out said they immediately reported Larry to law enforcement. No, they didn't do it for weeks and weeks and weeks. And it's just ongoing, and yesterday's press release was no exception. They said that they filed bankruptcy to help the survivors and to expedite the settlement. That's just nonsense. You know, I've done 20 church bankruptcies involving Catholic priests. Bankruptcies don't take months, they take years. This bankruptcy filing was done for two reasons. One is because they want to deny the current survivors the truth about what happened and who knew what when. The reason for that is if people really knew what USA Gymnastics was up to, there'd be a crowd outside their office with torches and pitchforks demanding arrests. Second is they don't want any future survivors to get any money. And at the end of the bankruptcy, what's going to happen is there's going to be a discharge of their claims. So they did this for very selfish reasons. And what they tried to do is get the cases dismissed, and then when it became clear that that wasn't going to happen, they went this route. There's going to be more people coming forward. They're going to claim poverty to the court. They're going to go and use the same legal arguments they tried to use in civil court that didn't work and take another shot at the bankruptcy court to try and dismiss these claims or minimize their value. So this is a page right out of the Catholic hierarchy's playbook. It's what they do. Fortunately, we've had a lot of experience in this area. We've got great bankruptcy lawyers, and we've got amazing clients who are not going to let up the fight until they find out who knew what when and they're held accountable. You know, in a weird way, you can understand Larry Nassar. He's a pedophile. He does what he does. What's difficult for people to understand is, how could you know this was happening and let this happen to me? And that's the really hard part to understand and comprehend. And frankly, you know, when you're an adult and you know somebody's hurting a child and you know somebody's sexually assaulting a child, you stop them and you tell their parents and you warn them. And USA Gymnastics didn't do that here.
This sentence is to be served concurrent to Ingham County Court that
the words expressed by everyone that has spoken, including the parents.
They're on their way to getting decertified. Congress is outraged, but I would tell you that based on my experience over the past 2.5 years with the U.S. Olympic Committee and their lawyers, is that Congress needs to act to decertify the U.S. Olympic Committee as the governing body for America's athletes. You know, the most basic duty we have as adults and as somebody who's going to protect our team, America's team, is to protect them from harm. And the U.S. Olympic Committee has utterly failed to do that on a magnitude that's difficult to comprehend.